What's good, everybody? I'm Blitz5, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to use the crossbow in PUBG for the Xbox One. The crossbow is an interesting weapon in this game because obviously if you're going try hard and trying to win a chicken dinner at your best capacity, you probably don't want to pick up the crossbow or have this on your person. However, the crossbow is a strong weapon to use in the game. You have to look at it sort of like a single shot sniper rifle because the individual bullet damage is very powerful. If someone is not wearing any armor at all, this is going to be a one-shot kill from anywhere from the lower stomach and above, with the exception of this small area here where it does 99.5 damage. But if you shoot them anywhere from the lower stomach and above, head, neck, or shoulder areas, this is going to be a one-shot kill. However, this is where things get a little bit tricky. Once an enemy player picks up any sort of vest, this is going to diminish the one-shot kill, and you're going to have to aim at the head or neck region. So as a general rule of thumb, I'm going to say that that's where you need to aim for a one-shot kill because most opponents are going to be wearing some kind of vest. And then also the same kind of goes for a helmet. The helmet is not going to protect them from a one-shot headshot. You could also hit them in a neck for a kill, for a one-shot kill. But if they are wearing a level 3 helmet, you're going to have to go straight for the head. This does protect the neck from being a one-shot kill. So that's the only place you're going to be able to kill somebody if they're wearing a level 3 helmet and a vest is directly in the head. So with that out of the way, let's move on to the crossbow, reticle, and scope. After making this guide, this has to be one of the easiest scopes to use. At first, I had no idea what was going on with all of these different dots, but once I explain this to you guys, you'll see for yourself that this thing is incredibly easy to use. And while it might be tempting to want to use the scope with greater magnification, because of the system they've laid out, in my opinion, you're going to want to keep this scope on when shooting at any distance. First, you have to keep in mind that the crossbow is zeroed in at 25 meters, which is a very short distance, and the drop off here is probably greater than you think. So the first dot you're going to see, the top reticle, is where the crossbow is going to hit if you're shooting someone at the 25-meter mark. Every dot after this is going to double that distance. So the second dot is where the crossbow is going to hit at 50 meters. The third dot, which is significantly farther away, is where the crossbow is going to hit at 100 meters. So that's double 50. And then the fourth and final dot all the way at the bottom there is where the crossbow is going to hit at 200 meters. So if you ever forget, just remember that each dot is double the previous one and that you're starting off at a zeroing distance of 25 meters. Unfortunately, after the 200-meter mark, you are on your own here. So if you're going to try and attempt to shoot somebody from a farther distance away, say 300 or 400 meters, my only advice to you is to try to use this doubling system and the measurements via the map to see how far they are away and make your best guesstimated shot. Or you can just aim to the stars and pray to the PUBG gods. Now I'm going to quickly go over the crossbow reload times, and we're going to start without the quiver first because this is normally how you're going to find the crossbow. I'm going to track this by shooting an arrow, holding X to reload, and then seeing how long it takes to shoot another crossbow. So here's the timer here. It takes 3.57 seconds to shoot, reload, and then shoot again. And then next, I attached the quiver to the crossbow and ran the same test. So we're going from holding X to reload all the way to the point of shooting, which took 2.736 seconds. And this saves you round about 1 second. To be exact, this is 0.83 seconds. And while that might not seem like a lot, this could be the difference between you getting off another round and killing the enemy or you dying. And over the course of 5 rounds, this actually saves you 4 seconds. So is the quiver a make or break attachment? I would say no, but it obviously is helpful in getting you to shoot off more rounds consecutively at a faster pace. Alright, and then lastly here, I'm going to try to give you guys some advice on how to shoot moving targets with the crossbow. I don't have an exact system here, but I think I figured out something with the reticle that you can kind of use to help estimate your shot. So at 25 and 50 meters, which I'm shooting at right now, the 50-meter mark, all you have to do is kind of shoot directly on where the green dot is. You're pretty much fine at that distance. When you move to 100 meters, you're going to have to compensate for the distance. And I noticed here, if you take the shot when the target is within the crosshairs that are pointing out to the left or right, you should be fine at hitting the target. You can kind of see me doing that here. And then when we bump this up to 200 meters, this is where you really have to compensate for that distance. And the target should just be outside those crosshairs that are pointing to the left and to the right. So when the target is just approaching that crosshair, you shoot, and that should give you the ample amount of time for the crossbow to travel and hit that target at that distance. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did or you got something useful out of it, please consider leaving a like or subscribing to my channel. It really helps me out, especially because these videos take a lot longer to produce than the regular ones, and I'd like to continue making videos like this and posting them to my page here. For anybody that's a new viewer, I post weekly content onto YouTube, and I also stream live right here on YouTube every day, Monday through Friday from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm also on Mixer and Twitch, and I'm on most social media platforms at Blitz5, which I'll link down in the description box below. We also have an Xbox club going where you can join. We're almost up to 100 members, so I definitely recommend joining that if you guys play on Xbox. We got a Discord, all of that stuff, so I hope to see you guys soon, and as always, thank you all for watching. I'm Blitz5, and peace out.